military grade, and then you've got the two others then that go against kinetic,
reflective and
reflective, or so on.
Reflective and hard as fuck. I don't know. One of them's reflective because it's against lasers, and the other one's hard as fuck because it's against bullets, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah.
Just dropped a little bit of cigarette ash on my clean floor. I spent all day cleaning this room. And tomorrow, my good friend Link is coming around with her 2.5-year-old.
Ah. So you'll have a little co-pilot around.
So, yeah. Somebody said, "Why does he always come around? He always wrecks your place." And I'm like, if there was one day I was in a little bit of a grumpy mood, and after you left, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then I had a phone call from her, and she was like, he wants to talk to you. And he was like, I really had a good time over your house, Phil. And I was like, yeah, okay. Fair enough.
That's good.
Bastard.
I think the other Dale is having a bit of trouble with his comms.
Yeah, I was wondering if I was... Because when this started, I just plugged in my controller.
Yeah.
And I thought it was my controller going, oh, I found the controller. I haven't found the controller. I found the controller. I haven't found the controller. Because it's the same noise.
Ah, there we go.
But now I know it's the comms. I'm a little bit more...
Yeah, you can't get his mic to work.
Ah, right, gotcha.
Yeah, he's just said no. Error. Okay.
Error.
Yeah.
Sound, because I'm not making videos at the moment because I have to sell a graphics card. But the one thing that's the hardest thing to do is sound.
Yeah. All right.
It's a whole science. And I swear to God, when you turn off your computer and switch it back on again, it's completely different.
Fair enough.
It's completely different when if you record with OBS, it's different than recording with OBS with people on TeamSpeak. It's different with Discord. It's different when all those three are mixed up. It's different when you use Shadowplay. It's different when you use Skype with Shadowplay. It's just a nightmare.
Oh, there was a bit of echo there.
Yeah, I heard myself.
Actually.
Check 1 2.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, except I can hear myself as well.
That's odd. I had to change it from push to talk to voice activity, and it suddenly kicked in.
See what I mean about sound?
Bit weird. Yeah. Well, when it first come on, because I'm using it on my mobile, but for some reason I couldn't get I couldn't get any sound, and then all of a sudden I couldn't get any mic. So
that's odd.
A bit odd.
Yeah, I've got it all running through my PC at the moment.
Well, I do that. This thing is I don't like wearing over the ear headphones for too long.
All right.
I find they give me a bit of headache, so I prefer something in the ear. So just go on my mobile, and plus I can still hear my PC.
Gotcha.
Right, let's have a look.
I had a look at your Star Citizen video as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch all of it, but I could see that you just laughing your head off with the ships being just pushed across the floor.
Yeah.
And then I had a look at the comments as well, and I was just like,
oh, I mentioned at the end, right? I should have put it at the start. And I was like, to my mate Defrag, I was like, we're going to get so much shit in the comments for this. Because, we went in it raw. The whole idea was that we were raw new players. We'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
And the first impression of its state now. I've even had to write an update about it. I wasn't shitting on it wasn't shitting on it for what I want it to be. I'm shitting on it for now. Right now is if I paid £35 minimum for it.
Yeah. I have a feeling it might have something to do with the fact because there seems to be a lot of animosity between Elite Dangerous players and Star Citizen.
Yeah, there's a bit of it.
There's some good conversations going on.
Yeah, it was like you mentioned Elite Dangerous on there, and that's probably just brought out the Talons.
Yeah.
But
it started. They started that when they was all playing in beta. Is like you'd go onto the EDC group, and that's all everyone was bitching about was.
I actually left it recently.
Yeah, well, they had to. They ended up turning around and banning people for dissing the two games. And and then obviously Braven came out and said, "Look, I'm going to play it. So why don't you guys basically just shut up?"
I really want it to be an arcade version of this,
Yeah.
And that's what I want. I want this to be my sim, and I want that to be my arcadey.
Yeah.
But what we played of it, I don't know. I just had this kind of thought that it would be a hell of a lot further than it was, and
yeah. Well, a friend of mine who lives down here with well, he's a friend of my other halves. He's just bought a new rig so he can play, and he's been off and on it, since its inception, since the first lot of beta stuff and all that came out.
yeah.
And he loves it. And in all fairness, from what I've seen of it, it looks great. It looks absolutely stunning. I even had a little bit of a play with it just using the keyboard. Controls, not that much different from the ones we use, but there are a lot more of them.
Ship release.
What I got annoyed with,
engaged.
he got him his ship he got, he
Landing gear
paid like
retracted.
28 quid for a ship.
Yeah.
Right, real money.
Yeah.
Got in it, took it out the dock. It looked amazing, and you're wandering through it, and it looks a bit alien-esque. It's like the dropship. And then he proceeded to stand there for 10 minutes trying to close the fucking door on it.
Yeah. I think the main problem that I have with the game is that although Elite has a lot of problems, and it does, it brought out a game, and then it made that game fairly solid, and then it's improving on that game, and then it's like saying, hey guys, here you go, you don't pay a subscription. That's the big thing I don't get. People moaning about the DLC packages they're doing. You're like, well, you can pay. I know people that still play WoW that pay like £9 a month, so it's
She plays
so
WoW, and,
yeah,
she gets all the expansions for it, so you pay £9 a month plus. Then you got to pay for DLC.
yeah, plus the 30, 40 quid, whatever it is.
And the worst thing was, I had a rant with a guy about it. And he said you can't compare Elite to WoW, and I'm like, of course you can. No, you can't. It's a completely different game. I said no, it's an MMO. It's multiplayer. It's got shitloads of content, better graphics, better engine, and yet WoW, they Blizzard charge you a monthly subscription where Elite's not, and you're paying the same you're paying one expansion for an entire year.
Different thing with WoW though is it's been out 12 years.
Oh yeah, it's been out quite a while.
It's a bit the same when, well, in every walk of life, even in politics, if something's just been like that for 50 years, people just accept it because that's what it is. But whereas if you brought in a new policy tomorrow that was different, everybody would go, oh no, that's shit, because it's not the same as what we've been used to. At the moment, I wouldn't pay for it, personally, but I don't begrudge anybody liking it. That's the difference between me and them. I'm happy that they like it.
My mate loves it. I talk when I go we see him. I talk about Elite. He talks about what's coming up in Star Citizen, and I gotta be honest, Squadron 42 looks awesome, and the cast they've got in it, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's where I think the money's going into as well.
Yeah, exactly. But if they've got the money, do it. I dare say if Braven had the money to do that with this game, he'd be doing it.
I just think that they need to release something finished and then work on it from there, rather than saying
42 is supposed to be, isn't it?
Yeah, because at the moment they're going, oh, it'll be like end of 2017, start of 2018, and I'm like, I know they're all different games, but by that time, by the end of 2017, we'll be on what, the third expansion of this. There'll be No Man's Sky that's already come out. There'll be probably Eve Valkyrie that's come out as well.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Eve Valkyrie is the one that's been touted for the Oculus, or is it the HTC? One of them.
Right, okay.
It's been made around virtual reality, but it is a space sim that you'll be able to play without the Oculus if you want, but it's been specially designed for it. It's their thing.
Frameshift drive.
I know they're not all the same games, and they've all got vastly different ideas of where they're going with things, but they are all space sims.
Yeah.
So you have to group them together into all these things will be out, plus whatever else is coming out that I don't know about. And Star Citizen's are still going, oh, we promise we'll release this, and you're like, yeah, but all these other games are already out to play.
They're trying to do too much too soon. I think that they're trying to play along too much of the keep people interested sort of thing. The worst one I've listened to it's just teaser, cock teasing constantly.
Yeah.
And the worst thing I heard about it was all the guys, a couple of guys in work, went on the free weekend or the free week of play, I said the stupid thing was they were all running around it, and they were going up to players who had obviously been on the game for a while and bought ships and stuff, and steal the ships.
Yeah.
They could literally just walk onto the pad, take somebody's ship, and off they went. That's it. That person didn't have it anymore. So it's like,
You what?
I don't think they're really putting much.
I mean, you got insurance for it.
Yeah.
The insurance
Still,
works
like
differently than Elite does,
Yeah.
but you'll still have insurance for it. But yeah, I know. I get what you mean. I mean, I can't even write something nice on the internet. Like, I literally wrote today on somebody that I've known since school. She put up a picture, and I just went, "Oh, you're looking stunning, honey." That's it. Looking stunning, honey. Right? That's it. Just a nice comment. Oh my god, the fucking backlash I had off people that don't know me from that don't know that we've known each other since school.
Yeah.
Like, I have to explain myself.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
I couldn't just give a random person that compliment.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't understand. I mean,
you can't be nice anymore. You literally cannot be nice because everyone thinks you got an ulterior motive.
I've got people with. I've got hot-headed friends that I've kind of distanced myself, from. But they'll be like, "Oh, somebody the other day said my wife looked really nice in that dress. Almost punched him. Why?
Yeah.
You should be happy that other people find your wife attractive."
Yeah, exactly. It's just people don't understand how to take compliments anymore. And that's
Yeah, but you obviously liked her.
Yeah.
He's male and he has eyes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like window shopping, isn't it? It's like, you compliment people, it makes them feel good. That's all I do. Giving a compliment and they just don't get it.
Why? He might have just been in a really good mood, saw an attractive woman that he liked, and just went, "That dress really suits you." And then she's got a big smile on her face. He walks off. You're never gonna fucking see him again.
Yeah, but a lot of the time it's not even anything sexual. It's just a simple case of you look good. It's giving that compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And it's like,
you can't do that now.
And the thing is, that's why it's happening with all these gaming malarkey at the moment. It's like, I quite like the look of Star Citizen. I must admit, it looks lovely, and if they get it right, it's going to be amazing. But it's going to be like Robin says, it's going to be a compliment to this game in a lot of ways.
Yes.
It's going to be something completely and utterly different, but will complement the two. It'll get more people probably playing Elite, because those who can't afford to play Star Citizen, there's Elite.
Or there's going to be those people that try it and go, "Don't really like the arcade, you're more in for a sim," and somebody's going to go, "Why don't you try Elite?"
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love the idea in Star Citizen. It's like you could have like a medical frigate, and you could go around healing other players and stuff like that. You could have that whole environment and have a whole scenario. That's amazing. But one is I need a much more powerful rig in order to play it. But I love Elite. I'll always love Elite first, but I'm willing to give Star Citizen a go. Whereas a lot of those guys don't want to know. It's like the shit
I will go back
comes
to
off
it
unbelievable.
when they've got more content and have another look at it. But
Well, that's it. I'm not bothering until it's actually a release game. It's no point. And my mate, he's just spent 1,500 quid on a new rig. And don't get me wrong, it's the most gorgeous rig ever. Buying himself a POTUS and all that just to be able to play Star Citizen as it is now. It's like, to me, that's kind of a little bit of a waste of money.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice, but I mean, at the end of the day, people are like, "Oh yeah, people are they're only just making it because Elite Dangerous is there." No, they're not. They're making it because other indie games came out with space-related games.
Yeah.
And people bought it, and that told the people that make other games, "Hey, the world is ready for Sims to come back again," because it goes around in a big circle. It's like there's going to be a time when RTS comes back. It's been gone for about 10 years now. There's going to be a time where everybody's buying RTS again for about another 10 years. And it goes around in a big circle. The only thing that doesn't generally change is FPS, but then there was a time when FPS wasn't really big. So it goes around in a circle.
I never liked FPS.
They're not making Star Citizen because of anything. They're making Star Citizen because it's a business choice, and they know it'll sell because people are into it right now.
And also because we need to do it